Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the Manchester United versus Southampton review, and what a game it was. We got over the line in the end thanks to Romelu Lukaku's two fantastic goals from him. So happy, absolutely buzzing after that result, and I hope you guys are too. And I'll be giving you my thoughts on the game in this stream, but of course you guys are the most important people. Let me know what you guys thought of that game. Who was your man of the match? Was it Lukaku? Was it someone else? Make sure you let me know in the live chat and also in the comment section down below if you are watching this on the playback. And welcome to Yash. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. A like would go a long way, guys. If you could, please do leave a like. That'd be absolutely brilliant. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new. But United run out 3-2 winners at Old Trafford. A huge result. And we did it by the skin of our teeth. But you know what? It doesn't matter at all. We did it. It doesn't matter. You know, the 3 points is all that matters. We got there in the end. Lukaku is my hero at the moment. In red hot form. 4 goals in 2 games for him. And they were so important today that he did get those goals. Welcome to Yash and TTX Productions. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. And Matthew Jones. Thanks for joining, guys. As I said, please do leave a like. Leave your thoughts. All that good stuff. You guys already know the rest. And commiserations as well to Adam23. Thanks for watching, mate. Really appreciate it. I saw you commented on the preview, and I think Southampton in some ways were quite unfortunate not to get the result today, but you know, that's how football goes sometimes. Welcome to Red Army MUFC. Thanks for joining as well. Really appreciate it. Get your thoughts, guys. I'll be reading all of your comments out right now. So TTX says great result, but I think Lukaku didn't do well. I don't think Lukaku did well apart from the goals. I think, to be honest with you, I think Lukaku obviously scored the all-important goals, and to me that's all that matters. I did think his touch is still a bit dodgy, I've got to say. There are a lot of times where his touch let him down. He lost the ball today. But with a striker, when they need to get the goal, when they need that clinical finish, and they take the clinical finish, and they step up and do it, that's all I can ask for a striker, in my opinion. You know, Lukaku, I thought, did really good, and ultimately, both the finishes on his right foot, which, remember, is not his preferred foot. So brilliant finishes, and I'm just buzzing with the result. Came up with the goals, you know, and I'm just so happy, so happy. Welcome to Yash. He says, back after a long time, vacation in India. To be frank, I was very tense. Yeah, well, welcome back, Yash. Thanks for watching, mate. Really appreciate it, and hopefully your vacation was nice and relaxing for you. But yeah, I was I mean, the game definitely was very tense, and especially when Southampton went 1-0 up, I thought, is it going to be one of those days? But you know what? We pulled it back in the end, like United should. It's in the DNA of the club, and I'm so happy we did, because it's a big 3 points, which takes us back into the top 4 as well. Welcome to Red Army MFC. Thanks for joining as well. He says Pogba was greedy. Of course, Pogba's penalty was saved in the second half. It was a poor penalty, really, but yeah, I would have loved to have seen Lukaku get a hat-trick. I mean, guys, when was the last time a player got a hat-trick for Manchester United? I can't remember. So yeah, it would have been brilliant to see Lukaku bag a hat-trick at Old Trafford. But alas, Pogba missed the penalty. I thought he was going to score it, but to be fair, Gunn had a very good game in goal as well. So I think it was destined for him to save the penalty. But yeah, welcome to Matthew Jones. Thanks for joining. Wow, so happy right now. Big 3 points. Totally agree, mate. Big 3 points. Yeah, says Pereira made a good impression and Riley taking off for Fred. Fred did it with the assist. Exactly. They both had a part to play, which is great to see. You know, it's good to see them getting time and also stepping up. Pereira's goal was, mwah, what a goal that was. The curl on it was just beautiful. It was orgasmic curl. Orgasmic. Lovely finish past the keeper. And that really set the tone. We changed the momentum after when that went in. So I was so happy. Just want to say welcome to everyone who's joined. Football Crew Show, Juan Mata, Patrick, Roberto, Krishna, and Angelina Red, and the Football Podcast Show. Guys, make sure you leave a like for a big 3 points for Manchester United. So happy with the win. Must-win game. We got it over the line, and I'm just so happy. Keep your comments coming in. Football Crew Show says, lucky escape today, but happy with the result. Yeah, I think in some ways it was a lucky mistake. Southampton with two very kind of unfortunate goals for us to concede, but brilliant goals nonetheless from Ward-Prowse and Vallery. I mean, superb strikes. De Gea hasn't got a hope, maybe with the first one, but you can't blame him too much. Adam says, I'd take the result definitely. Could have had a pen or two, but nothing obvious. Yeah, I mean, I think, look, Southampton, if they got a point today, I think, you know, it probably was just about the fair result, but we got over the line in the end. Welcome to Football Fan 148 as well. Great win for Reading, my team, 2-1 against Ipswich. Well, there we go. Good all round. Smiles all round is what I like to see. Juan Mata says Lukaku won him 60 quid. Love that. Love that. Get in, Lukaku. 60 quid. Beers all round. The beers are on Juan Mata. Patrick on the stream. Patrick, thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. He says, what was up with Pogba today? Was he not in the mood? Was he told to be defensive? Now, I did think, I'm not sure about you guys, but I did see Pogba picking up the ball very deep, especially, you know, in the first half and even towards the end of the game. It wasn't until we brought Fred on for Pereira that it looked like we put Fred next to McTominay and Pogba was able to go on a bit, and that's where the goal came from, that bit of build-up. So I wasn't sure about that. I did notice that, so it's a good point you make. Yas said I predicted 3-1, but they gave me a tense moment 10 minutes ago with 2-2. Yeah, I know, it was very, very tense, especially when that free kick went in. I kind of thought it's going to be Southampton's day, isn't it? But we got over the line in the end, and that is all that matters. Big, big 3 points. The football podcast show, Jack's Vlogs, of course, was there at the game. Very, very lucky that you were there, mate. Very lucky to witness such a pulsating game of football and to see United come out on top in the end as well. So, yeah, very, very lucky you. Angelina says, big run back. Well, to be fair, he's on red-hot form at the moment. I still think Rashford, as a striker, probably has a bit better. You know, it just makes a bigger impact than Lukaku. But I still think Lukaku's got something to offer this team. Whether that's out wide, I'm not sure. But I think Lukaku can do it when he wants to. He's just not so consistent this season. But at the moment, he's in red-hot form. And I can't complain. I really can't complain. Yas says, our home form is kind of low. We're not performing at home. Yeah, exactly. I mean, before today, we had failed to score in the last 2 home games. Yes, they were against PSG and Liverpool, but still, you know, obviously our home form is definitely not as good as our away form, and whether that's because our tactics are probably better and more suited to us when we're counter-attacking away from home, I don't know, but I think, you know, our home is you'd want that to become a fortress, and it was great that we did go over the line today. I could not have taken another 2-2 draw. But yeah, full podcast says Sanchez is out. Yes, Sanchez unfortunately got substituted. I thought he was doing alright in the game, to be fair, but he got substituted. I think that gave the way for Fred to come on. No, Fred came on for Pereira, didn't he? Sanchez came off, and I think Dalot came on. I think actually Dalot had a very good game as well. So yeah, can't fault him. Krishna, welcome to stream, Krishna. Thanks for joining, mate. He says Lukaku's showing what he's got. Exactly, he's showing what he's got. 2 weak foot finishes, beautiful finishes they were as well. So yeah, just really, really happy. Can't fault him. Angelina says too early a kickoff, so only caught the second half. Of course, for people in America, it's definitely you know, a bit difficult to catch the game, and I do definitely sympathise with that. But yeah, over in the UK, it was very, very enjoyable indeed. Yash says, very nice to see Lukaku score. Let's believe Lukaku can make it to the top 4 of the end of the season. Exactly. I mean, you know, Lukaku, I think, has got about 11, 12 Premier League goals. I think he's our top Premier League goal scorer. I think he's still got, he has got the ability to score goals. That is what Lukaku does. And, you know, people say about his touch, and I think definitely he still needs to work on his touch. But, you know, he still does have a ruthless streak in him when he wants to. And he proved that today, and he proved that in midweek against Crystal Palace as well. So I'm so happy. Hopefully he can continue that form, because we'll need him for PSG and for the Arsenal games coming up. Christian says, finally happy with the win today. Very happy as well. We did dominate possession, Adam. We did dominate possession. But you know what? The away teams are never going to have possession at Old Trafford unless you're Man City or Liverpool. So, you know, I think actually when you got possession, you caused us a lot of problems. So yeah, I have to say fair play to Southampton. They did cause us a lot of problems. And 2 moments of quality nearly got you a point today. But luckily, Lukaku's quality as well came through. Angelino says Pogba probably had a more defensive duty than usual with Pereira and McTominay occupying him in midfield. Yeah, I think Pogba did have a bit more of a defensive duty. I think, yeah, Pogba was more next to Scott McTominay in the midfield, I'd say. And I think, yeah, that meant that obviously Pereira, who was also in the midfield, was able to go forward. Then when Pereira got subbed off for Fred, Pogba switched for that position. Fred stayed with McTominay, and that was kind of how it was. But I would like to see Pogba push on a bit more, because I feel like he can definitely affect the game a lot better when he's up the pitch. That is what he does. So yeah, really, I mean, I'm hoping that we can do that for the next game. Patrick says, massive goal for Pereira. I hope it's a sign of good things to come from him. I remember Diego Forlan taking a while to get going and then just catching fire. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. I really hope Pereira can become a really good player for us. I think he's got ability. There's no doubt about that. We need to see it consistently. And I think, especially with the injuries that are in the team, he will get no better opportunity than right now to show us what he's got. Just want to say welcome to RB Comps. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure you leave a like, and that goes for everyone in the stream. Leave a like for a brilliant last minute victory. Who doesn't want to leave a like for that? But thanks for joining. Good win for United, he says. I mean, I think that's the best way to sum it up. It's a brilliant win for us. And welcome to Mr. Joshy. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. He says, what a game it had. It had me on the edge of my seat. Great to see Lukaku scoring again. And I believe Lukaku should have taken the penalty. I think you were right. I think I would have loved to have seen Lukaku take the penalty, get his hat-trick. As I said before, there's not many players in the last few seasons who have got a hat-trick for Manchester United. So for Lukaku to get one there and to make it 5 goals in the last 2 games for him would have been huge for his confidence. So yeah, unfortunately Pogba took it and missed it as well. If you do that sort of thing, you have to score the penalty. But, you know, obviously Pogba's run-up's always going to get him in trouble somewhere down the line. So, Christian says, mainly today, Man United has 65% of possession. Wow, but passing must have improved. Well, I think it definitely improved. In the second half. I think the first half was a bit sloppy, especially when we went 1-0 down. But I thought we started alright today. We did start with a lot of intent. But when McTominay actually kind of had a bit of a clash with Chris Smalling, and obviously he was down on the floor for a few minutes, that kind of took the sting out of the game. Then we started to get sloppy, but we did start to bring it back, and obviously we got the win in the end. And it's Roberto Bezzi. Oh, right, fair play. Fair play. Well, make sure you check out his channel, guys, if you haven't already. Really, really good stuff. Angelino says 3 points off to Tottenham now with this win. Ole predicted it. Do you, Kieran? Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, oh, of course, 3 points off Spurs now. I mean, if we do finish third this season, that would be a massive achievement. I think we could. There's no reason why not. I think Spurs aren't playing the best football at the moment, and I think they've definitely been dragged in to this top 4 battle. So, I mean, if we finish third, that would be brilliant, yeah. So yeah, I think we can go above Spurs. There's no reason why not. And you know what? If I'm going to make a prediction, I think we will go above Spurs. By the end of the season, whether we're 4th or 3rd, I feel like we are going to be above Spurs. But of course, you guys might have a difference of opinion. And if you do, please do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. And also leave a like if you haven't already as well. Yeah, says if we can beat Arsenal next week, we will create 4-point gap, which should give us some breathing space. Yeah, that Arsenal game is absolutely massive, because if we win that game, it means our spot on the top 4 is much more secure, much more safe. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It's going to be a big one. Obviously, recently we've had a brilliant record at the Emirates, but Arsenal will want to be getting revenge. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. It's going to be a difficult one. And I think Arsenal today against Spurs actually were quite unlucky not to come away with all 3 points. I thought they actually played really well. So yeah. Obviously, it's going to be a difficult game going to the Emirates, but I'm still confident we can at least get a point out of that game. I think that game's more of a dare not lose than anything, really. Christian says, Man United still have a chance because Spurs are struggling and they should be in the top 3. It would be a huge boost for next season. It really would, mate. It really would. I mean, to get into the top 3, especially where we were, I mean, I think probably when Solskjaer took over, we were probably about 13, 14 points off 3rd place, and now we're talking about we can leapfrog Spurs. I mean, it's an amazing achievement, and still, of course, haven't lost in the league. Only 1 draw and 11 wins for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So happy for him. Patrick says, I wouldn't mind if we had 30% possession if we win the game. We're not shitty or loser, Paul. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter how much possession. We saw that under Louis van Gaal. Under Louis van Gaal, we had loads and loads of possession, but no end product. And that's why we finished, where we did in the end. But you know what? I don't mind how much possession you said, as long as we're clinical when we get the chances. If you do that, you're going to win games. So I totally agree. RB Comps or Roberto, I really do like I do like the logo, mate. I really do like the logo. It does look very, very clean, and also the new name change. I think I like it. So yeah, good luck with your channel, mate. Definitely. Yash says, with 3 signings only at the wheel, we should have a good season next year. I definitely think that's a good point. We do need to strengthen the squad. I think the squad we've got, yes, is very, very good to watch, very, very good, but we definitely need to strengthen in certain areas. But yeah, I'm definitely, this is filling me with a lot of optimism going into next season. Angelina says, Torreira received a red card against Spurs today. That'll be a big miss for Arsenal when they come round. Well, yeah, I think Torreira's definitely been one of the signings of the season in the Premier League. And yeah, him not being able to play against us will be a big miss for them. They still have Quindouzi, who's a very, very good player. But I think Torreira definitely, when he played at Old Trafford, caused us a lot of problems. So that is a big boost for us, but of course, a blow for Arsenal as well. But of course, we're not complaining, are we? We're not complaining. We've just gone above Arsenal. And, happy days, happy days. Christian says, Man United had their eyes on Romagnoli, Manolas, Koulibaly, and a huge boost to sign Alexandro if Juve sign Marcelo. Then Man United left back will be... Oh yeah, will be beasts, exactly. I mean, look, I think we do need to bring in a defensive reinforcement. Although, to be fair, I think Victor Lindelof and Chris Smalling today did brilliantly. And I think they have been doing really, really well. So maybe we might have to rethink this, to strengthening the centre-backs. But I think Smalling and Lindelof today, again, was very, very solid. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely think we need to strengthen. But, it's very, very difficult to know who to bring in. But yeah, I think we are going to have to spend in the summer if we are going to challenge the likes of Liverpool and Man City. But of course, guys, keep leaving your thoughts on the live chat. Also, guys, let me know right now, who was your man of the match in the game? I mean, I would say Lukaku for scoring the goals, but apart from scoring the goals, he did have a few hiccups with touches and things like that. I thought, once again, Marcus Rashford, ran his heart out today. I thought Andreas Pereira definitely deserves a mention. And again, you could argue as well, someone like Victor Lindelof, I thought he did well. I thought Luke Shaw as well, a decent game. I mean, there wasn't too many standout performers. So for me, I would say Romelu Lukaku, just for getting the all-important goals at the all-important times in the game. But you guys might have a difference of opinion. Let me know who your man of the match was in the live chat. I want to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, no, I'm just really, really pleased with the 3 points. It was a really, really important 3 points. I think you guys will agree. But yeah, it was definitely important. And, we move on to Arsenal, and Arsenal's going to be a massive game. We've got PSG in midweek, and to be honest with you, that is a bit of a write-off. I know Solskjaer said mountains are there to be climbed, but I think 2-0, we've got a 2-0 loss. A 2-0 deficit away in Paris is a ridiculous mountain to climb. And if we do climb that mountain, give Ollie the job right on the spot. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Great to have you back. What a win, he said. What a match. Exactly. Ollie's at the wheel. We're absolutely buzzing right now. And you know what? I'm so, so happy the fan base is buzzing. It's just good. It's great times. Great, great times. And thanks for joining us, Ryan. Really appreciate it. Make sure you guys leave a like if you haven't already. But yeah. I'm just so happy, so happy. RB Comm says, can't stay too long, have to make a banner now. Well, good luck with that, mate. Really do. I mean, I do recommend checking out his channel if you haven't already. So make sure you do check out RB Comps. But yeah, good luck with making the channel banner. I'm sure it's going to be brilliant. Welcome to Tom McMillan. Thanks for joining, Tom. Really appreciate it. Great to have you back as well. He says Lukaku for his goal and for the turnaround from 1-0 down to come back for the win. Yeah, of course he's saying Lukaku for man of the match. As I said, I would agree with that. Great minds think alike. Christian says Luke Shaw, a great salute to him. What a performance from him against Liverpool and today. Luke Shaw, I think Luke Shaw as well, I agree. He definitely deserves a special mention, Luke Shaw. I thought he did brilliantly. brilliantly well. And I think he has been one of our most consistent performers under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So yeah, I salute him as well, Krishna. I salute him as well. Angelina said definitely Lukaku by default, but Dalot had a great performance. I think we definitely have to give credit to Dalot. You know, he came on off the bench after Sanchez was injured, and he came in and did a brilliant job. And again, it shows players like Dalot and Pereira coming into the side, young players, and having an impact. I'm just really, really happy with that. So yeah, Ryan says Lukaku didn't really play that well overall, but got the vital goals. I think I would agree with that. I'll give him man of the match by default, just because he did get those goals, and the finishes were absolutely sublime. You know, on your weaker foot, it's a brilliant finish. He also said Dalot was great impact off the bench. I'd agree totally. I would agree with that. So yeah, it's very, very encouraging signs. Very, very encouraging signs once again. Welcome to Ricky. Ricky's in the house. Thanks for joining, Ricky. Really appreciate it. He says Lukaku's slowly improving. No, slowly proving me wrong. I still think Rashford should be our #1 striker though. You know what? I think I'd probably agree with that right now. I think Rashford still probably has a bigger impact through the middle and probably suits our style of play. But I think Lukaku's still got a bit more to offer us. And I don't think he's finished at this club. Obviously, he's still got that ruthless streak in him if he wants to show it. Now, this season, he hasn't shown it often enough. But as we've seen in the last 2 games, when he's got the opportunity in front of goal, he's been ruthless. And if he's able to do that for an entire season, he could be a 30, 35 goal a season man easily. So hopefully we do get to see that from Lukaku. Tom says, do you think we'll make Champions League for next season? I think we will, Tom. I'm very, very confident that we will make Champions League for next season. Obviously, we've gone into the top 4 with this win because Arsenal and Spurs drew. And we're only 3 points off Spurs as well. So, you know, we're in the ascendancy. Other teams are faltering. Was about 9 Premier League games left. So, again, I'm very, very confident that we can get into the top 4 for next season. Welcome to my man Jack. Welcome to the stream, Jack. Thanks for joining, mate. As always, really appreciate it. What a win. I couldn't have said it better myself, mate. I really couldn't have said it better myself. Brilliant performance from the lads. Of course, I mean, Southampton, you know what? I think that they might feel, I was going to say it feels like a loss, but it was a loss for Southampton. What am I talking about? But, you know, I think for Southampton, obviously after scoring those 2 wonder goals, and they were fantastic goals, I think a lot of us were thinking, you know what, it might just be Southampton's day today. But we clawed back, we showed the character, and I think actually people are talking about the likes of Chelsea, Spurs and Arsenal being tests for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but being 1-0 down and then, you know, coming back and then being pegged back again, that was the real test for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, showing how his players can fight back when they've been pegged back in games. So I was so happy that that did happen in hindsight, because now we've shown we can come through being down at half time, and it's great to see. And you need that if you are going to be a quality team. So yeah, I'm happy in a way that did happen. Chris says Valencia leaving the club. After him, Pogba will be named a permanent captain for United in order to avoid Juventus transfer. Yeah, it's sad. I think, you know, Valencia obviously, growing up as a Manchester United fan, he was kind of the main winger for United. I think he's been a very, very good servant to United. He's won a few trophies along the way, of course. And yeah, even though in the last few seasons he hasn't really been up to scratch, and I think it was the right time for him to go, I think he has been a very, very good servant for us. Always done a job when asked for him, and I can't complain. So yeah, I really do wish him well in the future, Antonio Valencia. And I wish I knew the Spanish to say that to him, but I don't. Angelina says, that game winner is a prime example of the intelligence and skill of Lukaku. He spins away from his marker and takes a quick glance at Gunn's position and blasts it past him. It was a brilliant finish, you know, a brilliant striker's finish, and that's what I'm saying. Lukaku has that in him if he wants to show it, and we just need to see it more often from him. Tom says, fair play to Southampton, some good goals they scored against us. Yeah, they scored some brilliant goals. The free kick from Ward-Prowse was out of this world. Vallery as well, his first Premier League goal. So, you know, fair play to them. They scored the goals, and that's what I was saying. I thought those sort of goals don't go in unless you win the game. But I tell you what, we fought back, and as I said, it was character building to fight back from those sort of setbacks. Patrick says, next season will definitely be the most exciting for United in recent years. Ole keeps his job and allowed to strengthen the team and consolidate his position. I hope so, mate. I really do hope so, because we haven't really had an exciting season where we're properly pushing for the league in about 5 or 6 years. So I really hope that's going to come next year. I really want to keep enjoying enjoying the excitement that we're seeing under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer this season. There's still about, 12, 13 games to go of this season, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing what the rest of the season has in store. I'm buzzing, guys. Absolutely buzzing with that win. And you know what? A draw wouldn't have been good enough today. It would not have been good enough. So I'm so happy that we got over the line. And of course, thank you very much for you guys for joining as well. Really do appreciate it. I think I am going to wrap the stream up here. Thank you so much for watching. The next video you will see is the PSG preview, obviously coming up on Wednesday night. So that's going to be a big one. Make sure you don't miss that. But I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of your support and all of your views. United back in the top 4, back firing. Lukaku is on red hot form. Ole's at the wheel. It's just all positive vibes, all positive vibes. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Make sure before you leave, hit that like button on the way out and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you for watching, guys. Ole's at the wheel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.